Odie Loke Sports Info here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel, because y'all know Odie Loke keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, so I was looking at, videos the last couple of days. I haven't did a video because I was doing something with the family. I got a family reunion today, so. But in other news, the new narrative is Terrence Crawford holding up the welterweight division, right? So Terrence Crawford, the guy who just fought in November of 2021, is holding up the welterweight division, right? And mind you, he took on his mandatory. So according to the rules, he have from 12 to 18 months or from 12 to 16 months to take on another mandatory, right? So how is it even possible that he's holding up the division? How is that even possible, right? So Crawford holding up the division. It's just narrative after narrative after narrative. They don't want the fight to happen, right? Because I'm hearing this too. Oh, Terrence Crawford, he wants 25 million. He wants 30 million. Like these people are in the negotiation room. They saying it like they in the negotiation room. They saying it like they have a real inside source, right? And we all know they be lying when they say, my sources say, or I have somebody that's really close to the situation. You lying. You making up stuff. But me, I want to address this guy right here, right? Because I was going through YouTube, as I'm always going through YouTube, just checking out videos, right? And I stumbled up on this guy right here. What's his name? Punch Drunk. And he's trolling, right? Super trolling. Holding the belt hostage. Vacate your belt. Keep the same energy. You beg me to vacate. Keith Thurman. Right? You must be punch drunk. Right? You have to be punch drunk, bro. And the reason that I'm addressing this video is because did you have the same energy for Errol Spence Jr. when he got injured? And he was out the ring for over a year? How about the second time when he got injured and he was out the ring for over a year? Right? Did you have the same energy? Did you want Errol Spence Jr. to be stripped, to vacate a belt? Because I've been talking about that, right? Let's get this guy off my screen. right? I've been talking about that. Remember, I said that. I said, shouldn't Earl Spence Jr. be stripped if they stripped Keith Thurman for being injured? Keith Thurman got injured inside the ring when he fought Danny Garcia. He had to get elbow surgery after that fight. Remember, Danny Garcia and his daddy was bragging about, injuring Keith Thurman's elbow. Yeah, my son hit him on the elbow so hard it ruined his elbow. He'd never be the same. Don't y'all remember Danny Garcia daddy saying that? And then that next year, Keith Thurman vacated the belt. So what makes Earl Spence Jr. any different? Earl Spence Jr. got injured on something he did right when he flipped the Ferrari. He got injured on something he did, not in the ring. So he should have been stripped immediately. Right? Like, people can call it hate, people can say what it is, but fair is fair. Fair is fair. If they stripped Keith Thurman for getting injured inside the ring, they should have stripped Earl Spence Jr. for getting injured outside the ring. That's just facts, right? So now the new narrative is Crawford holding up the division. Crawford want $30 million. Crawford. And I've been telling you guys this from the start, what was going to happen. At the end of the day, they don't want to see the fight. They're going to blame it on Crawford. It's going to be all his fault, right? Even though he has done everything these people wanted him to do. Everything. He has done everything they wanted him to do. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be his fault. Right? It's still going to be his fault. Because these casual boxing fans, they just go around and they listening to channels like I just showed. They listening to, the Fanons, the blood, the Blue Bloods, the Boxing Egos, the Dante Boxing Nations. They listening to all these corrupt-minded ass channels who just clickbait you. Right? Who just literally clickbait you. Like that guy Punch Drunk. Oh yeah, but why didn't he but why don't he have to vacate the belt? If you know anything about boxing, which it's obvious you don't, because common sense should tell you, bro, he just took on his mandatory in Sean Porter last year. So he can wait another year and then take on another mandatory, whoever in that number one spot in the WBO. And if that person don't want to take him on, number two can take him on. And if number two don't want to take him on, number three can take him on. You should know this about boxing, right? You have a lot of subscribers, I see. But this is the guys who be having a lot of subscribers. These guys who don't know shit about boxing. Right? Who push narratives, who race bait you. These are the guys. But I just wanted to really just address that. Now, let me address the other situation, right? The other elephant in the room. Devin Haney. Let me address the other elephant in the room. But if you're just now coming in, the narrative is now Crawford is holding up the division. He's holding up the welterweight. Man, it's just narrative after narrative after narrative. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. But the other elephant in the room is Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. Now, Devin Haney is willing to vacate his belts to fight Tank Davis, right? And this is what I will tell Devin Haney. Don't fall for the pump fake. Don't get in the air off your feet, man. Don't jump. Don't jump for the pump fake, man. Tank Davis is pump faking you. It's not going to happen. You still with top rank. Floyd Mayweather is not messing with top rank. It doesn't matter what they, oh yeah, no, Tank, he's a free agent now. Tank, he's a free agent. He didn't sign to Mayweather, right? He didn't sign to Mayweather. So why would Floyd Mayweather send Eddie Hearn a letter saying stop talking about Tank, right? It makes no sense. But wait, hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. But yeah, Devin Haney, don't fall for it. Please don't fall for it, man. Just go ahead and continue to do what you doing, bro. Don't worry about Tank. Continue to do what you doing. Follow your legacy, right? Do what you have to do. Build up your name as big as you can build up your name, right? Fight Cambosis again in Australia, right? Get that bag. Then fight Lomachenko. That's another good name on your resume. That's another person that Tank Davis didn't want no smoke with, right? Because you can go back through history. Lomachenko been calling out Tank, I think, since 2016, 2015, something in that range. And Tank just been tiptoeing around this man, right? And we all know why, because they use the same excuse. Oh, Lomachenko was with Top Rank, right? Lomachenko's with Top Rank, and you know that TMT don't do business with Top Rank. So what you think is going to happen, Devin? You're in the same boat at this point. You're on the same ship as Lomachenko at this point, right? Y'all sitting side by side right now at this point, man. And, in the PBC and TMT eyes, y'all sitting right next to each other. So just let it go. Follow your legacy, bro. Do what you doing. Continue to do what you doing. Bill Haney, right? Because I seen you on another channel, right? Don't let these guys get up under your skin because they don't know what they talking about, Bill. You know they don't know what they talking about. So don't even argue with these guys, right? They don't know what they talking about, Bill. Devin Haney, you better not drop your belts to fight no damn Tank. He's pump faking. Don't jump in the air, man. He's not serious. It's not going to happen, man. Don't fall for it. Continue to do what you are doing. And at the end of the day, you're going to be recognized. You already getting the bag. You already your own promoter. You already doing your own thing. Continue on that path. Let Tank fight domestic Mexican fighters. Right? Let Tank rematch Rolly and Pitbull Cruz. Let Tank sit right there. Because you have more options. Better options than Tank. Right? Tank, he probably be more popular in the hood. Yeah, Tank, he's more hood popular. Yeah. Hooray, Tank. But he's not fighting nobody. You fighting people, right? For titles, for real titles, not trinkets. For real belts. Continue on that path. Let Tank just stay with TMT and make his money. Okay, you make your money, Tank, do your thing. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be a Hall of Famer. You're not going to have no legacy. What are you going to be? Okay, you're going to have a lot of money. Hooray. Hooray, you're going to have a lot of money. But through time, what's going to happen? You're going to be forgotten about. You're going to be forgotten about. If your name ain't in those record books for doing this, and this, you're going to be forgotten about. It don't matter how much money you made. See, that's the thing about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has a resume to go back and look at. On top of the money. He has a resume on top of the money. Tank, you don't have a resume on top of the money. You can have money, yeah, hooray. But will you make it to the Hall of Fame? Right? Will they look at your resume like, damn, he ain't really beat nobody. He ain't really tried to accomplish really nothing. Right? He want to stay up under Floyd Mayweather wing. Right? Like, which it's probably comfortable right there. It's probably nice and warm. It's comfortable. Right? You getting a nice bag. You fighting B level, B to C level competition, and you getting a nice bag. Of course it's comfortable. Right? So, yeah, man, I'm just going to leave that right there, man. Like, I don't want to go in on Tank too much, man, because I really like Tank. I really like Tank Davis as a fighter, but he's really disappointing me by doing the stuff that he's doing and letting Floyd Mayweather, maneuver him around. And, and now they coming out, oh, well, he hasn't signed back with TMT. Yes, he have. Well, if he haven't signed back with TMT, why can't Eddie Hearn holler at him, talk to him? Why can't he go and have a meeting with the Zone? Why can't he go and have a meeting with Matchroom? Why can't he go and have a meeting with Golden Boy, with Top Rank? Right? Like, if Tank Davis is a free agent still, why can't he go and have meetings with other people? Why is Floyd Mayweather sending out letters to Eddie Hearn saying, stop talking about Tank? He's still with us. Now, all of a sudden, a week later, he's a free agent? No, he's not. I don't know who these people think they fooling. Tank Davis is still with TMT. Devin Haney, you bet not drop your damn undisputed titles to go and fight this dude, because he's not going to fight you. If he ain't fighting Lomachenko in 5-6 years, he's not going to fight you. You're on Top Rank. He want to get you to drop your belt so he can try to go around and try to pick up one of those belts. That's what he want to do. Don't fall for it, though. He want you to drop your belt so he can go and pick up one of them. So he can look like a real champion. Don't fall for it, Devin. I see the writing on the wall, man. It's like I could just look at this situation like, yeah, he pump faking. He ain't serious. Right? Because if he was serious, he would have said after that fight, yeah, I'm a free agent. I'm leaving Floyd Mayweather. right? And then he would have went to go and talk to Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn them had a $10 million a fight deal for him over there at the Zone. Huh? So he gonna go and turn down 10 million? Come on, man. He's not a free agent. He's not a free agent. Why wouldn't he go? I mean, like, why wouldn't he go to the Zone and, and sign for $10 million a fight? They probably want him for a few fights, right? They probably give him a nice big ass package. Like Eddie Hearn said, man, we got a nice package for you, Tank. A nice package. And then what happens? He gets a letter from Floyd Mayweather, right? Or Leonard Ellerbe telling him to stop talking about Tank. He's still with TMT. That can become breach of contract, right? Can be, we can sue. I mean, well, basically they can, they can go after Eddie Hearn if he keep on, pursuing it. So what Eddie Hearn said, okay, well, I didn't know. He said he was a free agent. But he's not. Because he's still with TMT. Devin Haney's with Top Rank. The fight not going to happen. Devin Haney, keep doing your thing, because you're on the right path. Keep knocking them down. And, Bill Haney, don't fall for the nonsense. Don't fall for the bull, right? Because I know you know the game more than these YouTube channels, more than me. I know you know the game more than all of us. So don't fall into these guys' traps. Don't let these guys get you upset. Like they really know what they're talking about, right? So, yeah, man, I'm just going to leave it right there, man. I'm not going to even go too long on this video. So the new narrative is Terrence Crawford wants $30 million, right? And these guys act like that they in the negotiation room. Oh, Terrence Crawford, he wants from $25 to $30 million. My sources said, or somebody that was real close to the situation told me that it's hearsay. That's all hearsay. That won't stand up in the court of law. It's hearsay. It's hearsay. Somebody told me, it's like, no, that won't stand up in the court of law. It's hearsay. Right? My sources, somebody very close to the situation, somebody in Crawford camp, somebody in Spence camp. Then they got the new narrative. Terrence Crawford is holding up the division. That's just... Now that one is hilarious. Terrence Crawford is holding up the welterweight division when he just took on his mandatory in November. This is like, it just don't, these guys, they don't make sense when they talk. He's holding up the division, but meanwhile, Spence has missed what? Almost 3 years in total? Almost 2 years, something like that. So why didn't Spence have to vacate the belt after he flipped the Ferrari? I'm going to keep on reiterating this. Keith Thurman got injured in the ring versus Danny Garcia. And he had to vacate the WBC. Earl Spence got injured outside the ring on his own. And he still got to keep the WBC and the IBF. So why didn't they strip Spence of the IBF or the WBC like they stripped Thurman when he got injured inside the ring? I want you guys to remember, Danny Garcia and his daddy was bragging about injuring Keith Thurman's elbow. Don't y'all remember that? Oh, my son hit him so hard he broke his elbow. You can go back and look. Man, it got the articles up. So it's like, so somebody get injured inside the ring, they have to vacate, right? They get injured by another fighter, fighting another fighter. They get injured inside the ring fighting. They got to vacate. Somebody drinks, flips a Ferrari, and they don't have to vacate. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any damn sense at all. This is how you know that Earl Spence Jr. gets a lot of favoritism. A hell of a lot of favoritism. Right? And I told y'all before, I'm just going to end it on this. I've been told y'all, at the end of the day, they was going to make it Terrence Bud Crawford's fault. They was going to make it all his fault. I told y'all they was going to say he was going to price himself out. I've been told y'all that. What? I told y'all that about 6-7 months ago. They going to say that Terrence Crawford pricing himself out. They going to say this, they going to say that. But I never thought that they was going to come up with the one, oh, he's holding up the division. What? Man, you can't make that one up. Like, damn, that's something new. He's holding up the division and took on his mandatory less than 8 months ago. Right? But the guy who was out the ring for 14 months, he didn't hold up the division. Nope, he didn't hold it up. That wasn't a hold up. But then he get injured again. Right? He get injured again. In 2021, don't come back to 2022, but he's not holding up the division. He don't got to be stripped of nothing. He don't have to vacate anything. As a matter of fact, we're going to pay step-aside money to Stantionis so he can get another belt. But it's not favoritism. The writing is always on the wall. You feel what I'm saying? Terrence Bud Crawford, keep doing what you're doing, bruh. Oh, yeah. No, but let me address this too, man, because I almost forgot, right? I seen the video about Fanon, right? And the guy is just a lunatic. Oh, Mike Tyson, he goes to train with Terrence Crawford. It's like, the hell are you talking about? Mike Tyson went to Crawford gym to visit the gym to take pictures with the kids for his birthday. Mike Tyson wasn't hitting no pads. Mike Tyson wasn't slipping no punches. Mike Tyson wasn't doing none of that the other day with Crawford. And the salute, Dirty Left. The man just came up there to take pictures and visit the gym of Crawford, see how the gym doing, like show the kids some love on his birthday. And what happens? Oh, man, he's training with Mike Tyson. Oh, man, he got to be scared, y'all. He's scared. It's like, what the fuck is that? Hey, man, like Crawford can't do nothing. If Crawford go to the bathroom, hey, man, he going to the bathroom, man. He's scared of Spence. He's scared. He's scared of Spence. He's going to the bathroom, y'all. Look at it. He's scared. It's like, bro, this man can't do nothing. That's how I know. That's how I literally know the Earl sexuals are terrified. They literally terrified. They have never seen a apex predator like Terrence Bud Crawford before in their life, and they don't know how to handle that. They like, damn, this guy said he's going after Jermell after he smashed Spence. He said, I'm going to smash you. After I smash you, I'm going after your cheerleader in Jermell Charlo. Right? And you know the Earlsexuals, they see the energy. We all see the energy. We all see the energy. They just don't want to reveal it. They know they see that nervous ass energy in Jermell and Earl Spence. They know they see it. Right? They be talking big and bad to these other people. Soon as Crawford name come up, you see the energy in their eyes change. You see it. Especially Jermell, he started whining. Don't talk about Crawford no more. Exactly. Don't talk about him no more. It's like, oh, he really getting to you. He's really getting in your head, bruh. You really nervous. You really scared. And you a bigger dude. But you see how he wrecking people. Right? All different styles. That's the thing about Crawford. He has fought all different styles. All different height levels. It ain't nothing that you can put in front of him that he haven't fought. He even sparring the young dudes today. The Shakurs, the Davises, the who else has he been up in there with? He been up in there with a few guys. You know, the Devin Haney's. Right? He been up in there with a few young guys. Crawford is the jack of all trades, and he's dangerous with power, and they see it, and their energy just change. We all see the energy change, right? We all see the energy change. You can't deny it. It's right in your face, but the Earlsexuals, they just move the goalposts and try to make it, you know, they want to make Crawford seem like he's scared so bad, but he's the only one who been saying, fight me since the beginning. He haven't made up no damn excuses about no sides of the street. He wasn't trying to collect no belts. He wasn't trying to do none of that. He just said, fight me. And Keith Thurman and Spence said, okay, go and get a belt. He go and get a belt, and then what? Keith Thurman going over there. Earl Spence, you going over there. But y'all told me to get a belt. Sean Porter got a belt too. Why don't I just take the easy route and fight Sean Porter? That's what came out of Spence's mouth. Sean Porter got a belt too. Why don't I just take the easy route and knock out Sean Porter? And then if you seen how Bud looked at him like, you smart, but you not that smart. And the reason that he told him that, because he was thinking in his head, this is the best time for them to even get me. I just moved to 147. This is the best time that you're going to have. This is the best shot you're going to have, Spence. Because you see me now, I'm wrecking shit. You see my body now, I have grew into 147. Now I'm a very dangerous ass man. And you should have took me, right? You should have took me on 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That was your best shot to beat me. But now you ain't fucking with me. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to smash you. Bud is one of those SS in the park on the gold ones type. Yeah. Yeah, man. But Bud is an apex predator. Spence probably be a predator. Yes, I'm not saying that Spence is not, he's not at the top of the food chain, right? He's the predator. But it's a difference between a predator and an apex predator. See, an apex predator eat predators, eat other predators. And that's Crawford. He's an apex. He's at the top of the food chain. Number uno. And this is what they don't understand. That's why he laughed. Like, damn, they really don't get it. Like, I'm trying to give you a chance. I'm trying to give you a chance, man, because I know I can beat you right now coming up. But you're going to let me grow into the weight class 4 years down the line? And you think you're going to beat me then? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Come on. Man, now why you think when he seen Sean Porter hit that ground, he got up and said, meek, meek, pew. Meek, meek, pew. You like, damn, where Earl Spence Jr. going? Shit, like Eddie Setback had to run up and catch him. Ellie had to run like damn near jog on the side of the man. He was trying to get up out of there as fast as possible. But just imagine if Crawford would have did that, to Earl Spence Jr. fight. Right? Let's say that Crawford, he was at the Ugas fight. Right? Like, and then Ugas gets stopped. Then Crawford, he gets up and try to walk up out the building. What you think the narrative gonna be? What is the narrative gonna be? Oh, Crawford was terrified of that stoppage of Earl Spence. He couldn't even handle it. He already knew Earl Spence was gonna call him in the ring. That's why he got up out of there. The same thing that Earl Spence Jr. knew. Earl Spence Jr. knew that Crawford was gonna say, get your ass in the ring. We not in Texas, right? Your fan brigade can't hold me from the ring. They don't, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they can't try to surround me and, try to get into it with me. Try to play witness protection, right? That's what they try to do, with Crawford at the Danny Garcia fight. Tried to get into it with the man. Tried to block him from the ring. Huh? These are the Earl sexuals. Blocking another boxer from the ring who want to take on their favorite fighter. Oh, no, man. Like, everybody form a line. But, man, but everybody interlock arms. Form a line. No, Crawford, you can't get through. That's our king. Man, you can't make that type of shit up, bro. Like, could you imagine that? A fighter trying to go to the ring to fight the other fighter and they blocking him? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the hell are y'all doing? I'm trying to go and fight. No, that's our king. No, you can't get up in the ring. No, you gonna make it. It's like, what? Come on, bro. Bro, exactly. Dirty Left was one of the craziest. It's like, y'all have put this man in witness protection. He's protected by the Secret Service now, right? Of YouTube. This man is protected by the Secret Service of YouTube, right? And the boxing fans and his Earl sexuals, they will put up a line. Form a line. Form Voltron. These motherfuckers, they will do. Oh, man, they will form. It's like, damn, transform. Transformers transform. You feel? It's like, bro, these dudes it's like, I never seen no shit like that in my life. But this is what they do. This is what the Earl sexuals do. They make up fake tweets. Don't you remember when Crawford, he was in the ocean calling him out? They made up a whole fake tweet just to make him seem like he responded back. This is this is the extent that they will go to protect this guy. Right? Oh, Crawford, he's training with Mike Tyson. Huh? It's like, what are you talking about? It's a whole news clip about Mike Tyson saying he's going to Crawford gym to visit the kids, to take pictures, because he loves what Crawford is doing with the kids. Because if you don't know, if you can go to Crawford gym and you don't have to pay anything, if you don't have the money to pay, you don't have to pay. You could just walk in his gym, get you a mouthpiece, and start training. But people like that, though, they don't get no praise. That's what I don't understand that, though. Crawford, a family man. Stay out the way. Don't get in no trouble no more, Man, why? Because he did have his past, right? Don't get in no trouble. Take care of his kids, raising beautiful kids. Daughter is his daughter went viral. His sons went viral. What? Man, now he opened up community centers for the kids. He got a street named after him. What more the hell do you want? He already got his hands casted for Hall of Fame. It's like the man is legendary already. Legendary. At 34 years old, he's legendary. Right? Especially in his city. I know them people in his city love him in his city. They love that man in his city. Right? So it's like, but all the hate, all this hate, right? Now he holding up the division. Oh, but Crawford, he needs to vacate the belt. He needs to be stripped. Huh? He just took on a mandatory. And Sean Porter, which y'all forced that. Y'all forced a mandatory. He didn't want to beat up Sean Porter. He didn't want to do that to his friend. Y'all forced that. Then at the same time, y'all wanted him to destroy Sean Porter. Y'all wanted him to put Sean Porter in the hospital just for y'all pleasure. That shit is disgusting, bro. Y'all wanted him to annihilate Sean Porter just for y'all pleasure. Oh man, like the fight will stop too early. Did you see Sean Porter on the ground shaking? His arms were shaking. Yeah, like after all that slamming on the ground, boom, boom, boom. Yes, now look at his arms shaking. And that's what his daddy seen. His daddy is looking at his son. He's not focused on the fucking crowd. He's looking dead at his son. And he see his son is struggling. I got to get my boy up out of there. I don't care what these people think, because at the end of the day, are they going to feed my son if he brain damaged? No, hell no. These fucking fans don't care. They wanted my son to get annihilated for their pleasure. Come on. LOL, one of the OGs from his town said he from Bud Hood. Yeah, man, but Bud is a real street dude too. I mean, that's how he got, shot in the head, shooting dice, But took some dude money and tried to, he took some dude money, went to sit in the car, tried to count it. Dude pulled up on him and tried to take him out. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, that's how it goes. Man, like, Crawford, he probably was, probably rubbing it in, probably like, yeah, now, took your money, homie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Walking back to the car, counting the cash. You know what I'm saying? Dude tried to get him, tried to snuff him. Didn't work, though, because God always have a plan. Like when it's your time, it's your time. It wasn't his time. And he moved on, and now what? And now look what he has become. A legend. Come on. A legend. The man has become a legend, right? Yes, he's going to become a legend. Yes, he's going to be, yeah. It don't matter what you Earl sexuals say. It don't matter, about y'all opinion at the end of the day. Right? Because as soon as y'all find somebody that y'all don't like more than Crawford, y'all will stop focusing on Crawford. Right? As soon as he fights somebody that you don't like, you will praise him. Right? Just like when he was fighting Jeff Horn, y'all was praising him. Then after he fought Jeff Horn, it's, oh, he didn't beat nobody. Jeff Horn was nobody. Right? Fought Jose Benavidez. Oh, Jose Benavidez was nobody. He was a one-legged woo-to-woo, nothing. But let's see how Danny Garcia do against Jose Benavidez, that one-legged, Let's see how Danny do, right? Like, but since Danny was such a hard fight for Earl Spence Jr., right? Since that was such a step-up fight, him coming off a car injury, okay, let's see. Getting shot made him focus. Oh, yeah, bro. Like, getting shot made him focus. And, man, like, getting shot does change your life. It really does. You know what I'm saying? It changes your life, man. For real, for real. But, yeah, man, like, I'm just going to leave it right there. But let me say this to Devin Haney before I get up over here again. Devin Haney, don't fall for Tank pump fake. Don't do it, bro. He wants you to vacate those belts so he could try to get one of them. I'm telling you, he wants you to vacate those belts so he can get one of those belts. You're on TMT, he's on Top Rank. Y'all not fighting. So get it out your head. You not fighting nobody on TMT. Just like he's not fighting nobody on Top Rank. The fight is not going to happen. Stop talking about it. Right? Because it's all just fantasy. It's speculation and fantasy. It's not going to happen, y'all. It's not. So, Devin, stay on your path. Go and fight Kambosos again or whatever if you want to fight him again, whatever. And fight Lomachenko, man. Make your money that way. Build up your legacy that way. Right? Let Tank fight Pitbull Cruz again in Rollies. You let him stay over there. Why? Because eventually that money ain't going to mean shit. Because eventually, Devin, the money ain't going to mean nothing. He going to need to accomplish something. He's going to need to accomplish something. To get in that Hall of Fame, to get in that, to get in, to get remembered, you're going to have to accomplish something. This is just how boxing is. You're going to have to accomplish something. And Tank ain't doing nothing. Yes, he going after the money. Hooray. 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 Money. Hey. Hooray. Hooray. Tank got money. With no accomplishments. Money with no accomplishments. Right? See, Floyd has accomplishments and money. Floyd has accomplishments and money. Your boss Tank have accomplishments and money. You probably have money, but you're not going to have the accomplishments. And you're going to be forgotten through history. That's just how it works. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, like people like you going to be known as that guy is, oh yeah, man, now don't y'all remember that dude Tank? Man, like that dude Tank Davis, man, that used to knock out people. Oh yeah, man, he was cool. He was cool, man. Now, you know, man, but he never did nothing. You know, man, he made a lot of money though. Right? He made a lot of money though, man, but he didn't really do nothing in boxing, man. He was knocking out, you know, these guys, this guy, this man, and that's when people start going over your resume when you retire. Oh man, he started knocking out this guy. He was knocking out this, bro. He wasn't really fighting nobody, exactly. Come on. But I'm gonna leave it right there, you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is Odie Love Sports Info, and I'm gone.